This is my first video on YouTube. I hope you guys all like it. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe. Hopefully plenty more content to be coming. Never realized how much work this actually is, but you know, hopefully I find it enjoyable, and I hope you guys find it even more enjoyable. But I think it's fun to share your craft with other people. And obviously I have a love for guns. So today I'm showcasing my 2022 gun collection. You can see the rifles here. I'm probably going to start with the pistols first, actually. So let's go get started. And I do it for the culture. Fear God hat, Fear God shorts. Got the Travis Scotts with the Nike socks, and of course the Supreme tee. That's me. That's what you're going to get. A little bit of drip. Shoes were my first love. I thought about doing a shoe and gun channel, but I feel like it's probably a conflict of interest. So I'm going to start with the shoes. But again, 2 Glock J-Rock on YouTube. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, and share so I can keep doing this and proves to be fruitful. But you see the rifles in the background. I'm going to get started with the pistols. I want to go relatively quickly through all of this because really I think I'm going to do another video going more in depth, telling you the upgrades that I've done to the individual rifles and pistols. But with 30 plus of them, it's hard to do that. I am missing a couple pieces, but we're just going to rock and roll with what we have. So I'm going to get started with the pistols going, we're going to talk about them, doesn't matter. So up first, Canik TP9 Elite SC with the Shield SMS2 optic. Everything is clear, already been checked, loaded. Trigger's pretty nice on this. I do like it. This is one of my favorite handguns. The optic is spot on, doesn't turn off. Some people love that, some people hate it. I am kind of in the middle. I see the advantage to having an optic that doesn't turn off, but I do like to be able to turn it off to preserve my battery. But that came like that. So up next is the TP9, Canik TP9 SFX with a K-bar laser light bayonet. I love bayonets. I should have put one on my AR. Vortex Venom dot. I said I wasn't going to talk through them, but I guess I'll speak to them briefly. Great gun, lots of variety, new versions available. My man, Be More Tactical just got the all-white limited edition one. Is dope. One of the first pistols I grabbed in my collection, regretfully, was the Sky CPX2. It came from the factory with issues. It's really caused by the mags. They sent me new mags, and credit to them, and it's worked flawlessly since. I hate the trigger pull. I think it's like 10 plus pounds, maybe 12 pounds, maybe 9, I don't know. I'm actually going to swap some out and do some upgrades on it. I got it because I'm a Ravens and a Lakers fan, so, you know, for me it was all about the colors, but I don't shoot this often because I don't love it. I'll probably grab another one of these, not necessarily this, but the GSG Firefly 22 with the threaded barrel. This is a cheap little Amazon light on there, the FinTech. Works well though. It does its purpose. I just threw it on here because it was sitting there, why not? But I love to have a little 22 pistol, 1 to teach people to shoot, and 2 to shoot cheaply and focus on your mechanics. Up next, gotta have an all metal pistol in the collection. Now I have 2, but more will be coming. This is something that's difficult to have. I changed out the grips on it to these wood grips, but this is a Stoeger Cougar 8040 chambered M40 Smith & Wesson. Nice gun, accurate. Don't shoot it that much at this point. Safety's not on, safety's not off, so you're not going to get the trigger pull. But very nice gun. Forever be in the collection. Don't really want to let it go because they are hard to find. One of my babies. I just got this. I've only shot it once, but man, is it sweet. This is a Colt Series 80 1911 competition series. The action is beautiful. I mean, the slide is so smooth. Trigger pull, look at that. Didn't even mean to pull it necessarily. Slide stop's a little bit hard to release, but it's nice. Blacked out sights, fiber optic front. You can change those out. But again, very, very nice pistol. One of the most expensive in my collection as far as the base cost without any upgrades or additions. Up next, we have my Ruger 5.7. Again, everything has already been checked to ensure that it's empty. No tack to release this slide. That's one of my biggest complaints with it. It has the blackout rear side with the front fiber optic sight. You know, it's funny, I've shot it twice now, still relatively new in the collection, and I got to do better at getting out to shoot more. I want to get to an outdoor range. I'll actually be joining one next week. Have a walkthrough through one of our local ranges here. You have to do an orientation before you can join. You have to join a gun club before you can even do that. But so I took this out by myself and shot the FN ammo, and it shot flawlessly, right? Then I shot the American Eagle ammo with my nephew, and it was horrible. It was all over the place. So I think it was actually the ammo that caused the accuracy issues, but still a nice gun. I had to have one chambered in 5.7, and I went with the Ruger because it's significantly lower cost than the FN. Up next, we have a Gen 4. To the name, I do have 2 Glocks. I actually have more than that, but I like the name 2 Glock J-Rock. My name is J-Rock, that's what I go by, so I figured it was a nice moniker to use for my YouTube. But this is a Gen 4 Glock 22. I actually bought this secondhand. It has the American flag, rear slide plate. I changed out and put some night sights on it. But prior to it getting to me, it actually has a really beautiful trigger pull. It's only 4 pounds, which is certainly not stock. They changed out the barrel too. Not sure what brand that is, but this gun runs flawlessly. I've loved it, and I got it for a great price. I actually just built this, so you'll see I threw my Gemtech Trinity 9mm suppressor on there. It actually has an adapter because it's threaded for 13.5 by 1 left-handed, which would go great for my Sig, but not for anything else. But I just put this P80 together the other day. So it's a P80 Glock 19 lower with a PSA dagger upper that came completed with the threaded barrel for 180 bucks. So I couldn't pass it up. I actually polished all the parts internally and ended up giving me a pretty smooth trigger pull around 5 pounds. But I'm loving it so far. I like the blackout. Might be some black and gold, might not. We'll see. Up next is another one of my Glock. This is another P80 build, Glock 17 FDE. Got the Olight Balder on the front with the laser on it, and a Swamp Fox Kingslayer red dot, which I loved. I actually got a cheap 80E dot at first, but it was like $113, and then the Kingslayer was on sale from Optics Planet for like 145 bucks. So I was like, for $30 more, might as well get something that's more tried and true. Although Swamp Fox is still relatively new, but I love it. It's a great gun. It's fired reliably for me thus far. After the first time, the P80s take a little bit of breaking in my experience. I'm sure not everyone has that experience, but it's good for me after the second trip. And now this is my personal favorite P80 and Glock clone, or whatever you want to call it, in my collection, that I've put a lot of work into. Has the Olight PL Mini on the front, the Holosun 507C with GRX2 for the green dot. This is the multiple reticles on it. This is a CGS Cube on the front that I finally found in the rainbow to match the True Precision Rainbow, Chameleon, Spectrum, Flame Titanium, whatever you want to call it, barrel. A few more upgrades to come for this. It's a Safari Precision Slide. Threw in the Cross Armory magwell, suppressor height, night sights, as well as the, this is actually a +0 mag extension because I live in Maryland and they cap us at 10. You can buy them legally out of state and bring them back, but you can't have them shipped to you. You can't buy them in state. Weird laws. It is what it is. It could be worse, such as New York and California. A few more mods coming, then I'll be done. I'll probably do a video on this gun specifically. Definitely one of the favorites in my collection, and I love it. It looks even, it's tough because I put it on a black lower, and I love it on there too. That's why I'm just going to do a black and gold build. But almost done with my pistols. Now to my 2 favorites. My P365 that I've done quite a few upgrades. It's the FDES Works grip module on there with the Cross Armory gold flat trigger and an NDZ mag base plate with the NDZ back rear slide plate, as well as the tribe compensator. I love it. Oh, and a TRLR 6 light with laser. This is my baby. I've loved this P365 from the time that I've got it. I recommend it for anyone that wants to conceal carry. I carry mine around the house because I just do that. I always have one in my waistband in the house, appendix carry. But P365 I recommend to anyone and everyone. Up next, another one that I put a lot of work into, my Sig P320 M18. Few more things left to do on this. Put the TLR1 HL Streamlight on there. Gas pedal, extended slide release. That's a Leopold Delta Point Pro optic. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, the why is it blinking out? Wilson Combat grip module with the tungsten weights on the inside. Look at this trigger pull, next to nothing. Again, pull it from this side so you can see it better. Right, and then you'll see the reset. There, bam. Beautiful cross armory trigger, FDE. Waited a while for that to come in stock, but finally got it, and I love it. This is probably my favorite gun. That P80, the gold one, is surely thereafter, as well as the P365. Definitely my favorite guns. Almost done with the pistol collection. Trying to go through pretty quickly. Make this video not painful for you guys to watch. I can't watch 30-minute videos. I try to watch 5 to 10 minutes at the most. Here's a Bond Arms Roughneck. There should actually be a trigger guard. It came off. I should probably send it back to the manufacturer to fix it, but it doesn't bother me. This is chambered in 38/357, 2-shot Derringer. Pretty cool gun. Had to have me a little Derringer. I might actually let it go to get the 45/410 model, but maybe not. I'll keep it. It didn't cost too much. Solid gun. Definitely a little get up off my gun. My next revolver is a Taurus 856 ultralight in the silver and gold. I actually wish everything was this color as far as the silver is concerned. I love the gold accents, that's why I went with this one, but the two-tone silver isn't my favorite portion of it, but such is life. Shoots good. I'm not the best with revolvers quite yet. I need to put some more practice in, but I can still get on target. So it satisfies the need. However, my next revolver is the one that I can shoot lights out with. This thing has no recoil whatsoever. You can actually get it chambered in 22 mag. This is chambered in 22 long rifle, 6-inch Heritage Manufacturing Rough Rider with the, I forget what grips these are. They have a million different grip options, and then I like the grip and the finish. It's kind of like the flame titanium type finish, but I had to have one of these. They're relatively low cost. I think it's like 139 bucks, but it shoots beautifully. It's a cowboy action, so you have to use the plunger to one, you got to cock it back, half cock to get it to turn, and then you clear around by pressing, why is it not working for me? Pressing the plunger down in there. Flip that open, flush the plunger down, and then you rotate it, and that's how you clear your rounds out afterwards. So really cool. People thought I was crazy for getting this, but I love it. One of my favorite guns. So that's the pistols. So taking you through all of those, now it's time to get down to the big boys. As you can see, I believe in balance. I'm a Gemini, both sides, a little bit of everything. So I have almost as many rifles as I do pistols, 15 rifles, 16 pistols. I actually have a couple pistols that are at the FFL or in the gun shop, but I'll add those to a later video. But I'm gonna start with the big boy. This is a relatively new addition. I've only shot it once. This is a Savage Axis 2 Precision. I got the UTG bipod on there. This is a Vortex Diamondback 6-24 by 50mm optic. Beautiful optic, works well, love it. My gripping was amazing. Only shot it once. Oh, in a Precision Armor Knot. I freaked off at Amazon because I like the two-tone silver look with it. Give it a little bit of contrast. But I do actually have the Vortex Pro mount off of Amazon because I like the two-tone silver look with it. Give it a little bit of contrast. but I do actually have the Vortex Pros upstairs, the Vortex Bubble on here. The scope is amazing. This setup, I've seen them shoot out to a mile. I shot a beautiful grouping, one of my best groupings ever, with this gun when I was sighting it in. After I got it sighted in, initially it was not even on paper. Was a little embarrassed, but by the time I got that grouping, 4 shots, it made 1 hole and another shot about a ½ an inch away. I was proud of it. So I believe any limitations with this gun will be you. I'll do a more in-depth video on the rifles, like I said, and talk through some of the advantages and disadvantages to it. Up next is one of the first guns in my collection. I've had guns for a while, but I just started collecting a couple years ago. But Remington 870 shotgun. You guys all know about this. 18.5 barrel, holds 6+1. Remington tactical. I swapped out the grip and butt stock for something a little bit more tactical and comfortable to me. But you can't go wrong with it. I encourage everyone to have a shotgun in collection. I usually tell people 2 pistols, one that you could carry, one that's a full-size nightstand gun, a shotgun, and then an AR of some sort, whether it be a pistol or a rifle. Then if you want to get something else, maybe a 22. But yeah, that's next. So I got this, and we'll get to the next one next. But this is a Panzer AR-12. Comes with 5-round mags. I bought a 10-round to go with it, even though the 10 looks a little bit crazy. This is a cheap Amazon optic, Pinty, but it actually works pretty well, surprisingly enough. When I first started, I was cheap and wouldn't buy expensive optics. That is no longer the case. I now have spent up to $300. I ended up getting a Trijicon RMR for one of my pistols, and I'm going to get an EOTech. They actually have one on sale in Palmetto State that I was going to get, but I didn't pull the trigger, no pun intended, or maybe it was. But I'll grab one down the line. But the Panzer shoots well. I've only shot slugs and buckshot, and it works well. My buddy shot his bullpup with birdshot and said it did not take it well, and I've seen other reviews online that said the same thing. So I think that's the downside to it versus the Remington 870. I would have no issues. I'm going to actually get a 26-inch barrel for that so I can shoot skeet with it. I grew up shooting skeet, been shooting since I was 12. Pretty damn good at it, and I miss doing it, so I'm going to get back to it. But I got that to hold me over during the pandemic when this was too expensive. They were selling these for like $750 if you could find them, and they're regularly $500. Finally got one off of Palmetto State for $350. Had to have it. It comes with the flip-up sights. I had an optic on here, but I swapped it out and put it on my AR. Can't get the mount off, so I will put that on here once I get the mount off of there. But for the meantime, I just swapped the gun. But this is a cheap little look. You can tell it's cheap because the switch is actually already come off. But cheap little Amazon light on there with the flip-up optics. You know, all in all, bolt doesn't want to close on an empty mag. Well, trying to show you the trigger pull. I'll be honest, the quality, but like that safety is a little bit. I mean, not the safety. The mag release is a little bit odd. The safety is a little small. It's smaller than the one on the AR-12. You can see it there. I prefer a little bit bigger there, so I'll have to investigate if you can change it. The foregrip comes with it. But all in all, I love the bullpup. Like I said, it takes slugs and buckshot like a champ. Again, one of the ones that I've had for quite some time is this Mossberg 702 Plinkster. I swapped out the stock and chassis on it for something, again, a little bit cooler. Has a folding stock that you can shoot with if you wanted to, I guess. Threw in a 25-round mag for it, and this is a Simmons 3x9 22 scope that it shoots pretty accurately. I like it. Works for me. But again, just gun I had early. It's good to teach kids with, women, children, people that are new to guns. Period. Tend to start them with a 22. Sometimes I'll start with the rifle, then take them up to the pistol. Because contrary to what a lot of people believe, rifles are easier to shoot than pistols. I hope these don't all fall down on me now. Alright, they didn't. Hopefully. I'm trying to. Don't be a pain. Alright. Up next. Oh, and that's the 25 round for that Mossberg 702 Plinkster. This is a 22 round. Unfortunately, this is not a SCAR. This is a 22 clone. It's the ISSC MK22. Again, another cheap Amazon Pinty optic. It works pretty well though, all things considered. Haven't shot this in a while. Needs to be cleaned. Honestly, it was jamming. I don't know if it's the cheap 22 ammo I was using. I have some CCIs to try it with, but really it just needs a good cleaning as well. It's kind of in a complicated breakdown process, but it looks just like a SCAR essentially. It has the folding backstock. It's all polymer, 22 round mag. But yeah, got this because it looks like a SCAR, and I got a good price on it from the local gun forum. And it serves a need. Up next, so in Maryland, you cannot have an AK-47 rifle, but you can have an AK-47 pistol. So I got a Century Arms C39 V2. I've read some of the reviews on it. I haven't shot it enough to run into those issues that they talk about after 1,000, 1,500 rounds. I wouldn't be surprised if I sell it down the line to switch to something more tactical. I put the optic mount on there. It's a cheaper one from I think Amazon or maybe Optics Planet, but I think it was under 50 bucks, and it works well. Haven't had any issues. Again, a cheap optic CV Life. I'll probably change that out if I do keep it for any amount of time. This thing is heavy. It came with the shockwave brace on it, but it shoots like a charm for me. So, again, haven't had any issues, but I have seen some reviews that talk about some issues over once you get up higher in round count. So, we'll see. But it eats steel ammo like a champ. So, it's been great for me. Oh, forgot the favorite part. Gotta throw a mag in. I kept some mags up here so I could throw one in for each gun for you, just to get the full look. I feel like a gun looks incomplete without a mag. So even though this one's pinned, you can see this is the one that came with the gun. And if you're in Maryland, sometimes they pin it, sometimes they block it. But yeah, that's that. Up next is the first AR-15 I purchased. So my buddy Be More Tactical got his first AR. You know, I'll be honest, I was like everyone else. I didn't realize you could buy these so easily, and now I've evangelized and spread the message. You can go in, especially in Maryland, and buy an AR easier than you can a freaking pistol. It's crazy, but I can walk out today with this. So I haven't actually shot it with this. That's a Hollow Sun optic. I had a Bushnell TRS-25 on it for a while, but I have had this UTG 3X micro magnifier on there for a while. I love the way that you pull and it flips back. Also have the mag pull flip up rear sight on it. I really like how this magnifier works. The Hollow Sun, I haven't shot it yet because I had it on the Panzer. Did I shoot it with the Panzer? I can't remember, honestly. I think I got it after I took it out. But I'm sure the Hollow Sun will be great. It's a 403B, but I'll shoot it. This is a Delton Sierra 316H M-Lock version with the heavy barrel that you have to have in Maryland for an AR. And obviously you see the mag pull furniture and the FDE. I love it. I love the FDE colorway. Again, this is my first AR-15 and it's chambered in 5.56. Up next is one of my babies. So I actually built this one. I'm gonna throw the 30. I forgot to put one in there. You know what it looks like. It's okay. But throw a 40 rounder in this one. But I actually built the lower for this one. It is and this is actually a CV Life bipod, but it comes highly recommended if you look around online. I think it serves a purpose. It worked well for me when shooting. But this is an Aero Precision lower that I built, as well as, don't give me crap, but it's a Bear Creek Arsenal 223 Wild upper. This actually shot pretty darn accurate, look for me. This is a Vortex Sonora scope that came with the mount for about $130 on Palmetto State, which is a pretty good deal. Put the West Hunter bubble on there. Has the SBA 3 adjustable brace on the back. Really love this gun. I know Bear Creek Arsenal is frowned upon by a lot of people, but I have 2 of their uppers, and they've worked well for me. I'll be honest, the 300 blackout not as good as the 223 Wild has, and I'll end up changing the 300 blackout out for a Palmetto State shortly. But they've worked thus far. That one's just more finicky with the ammo, but I have not had any issues with this upper whatsoever. So that's that. And this is I think it's a 10.5-inch barrel on this 223 Wild upper, but it's worked well, and the optic is awesome. I love Vortex optics. I think I've become a fan of Vortex and Holosun. Up next is my baby. I love this. I needed a high-end or a higher, it's not a high-end, but a higher-end AR, whether it be pistol or rifle. So I went and grabbed the Springfield St. Victor, the SBA 3 adjustable brace on it. It has a Vortex Spark 2 optic. No, I think it's just Vortex Spark 1 AR. The optic is beautiful, clear, with the Vortex 3X magnifier. But I'll tell you, this is why I talked about the UTG one so much. This one, you press a button to flip it back and forth, as opposed to the UTG, you just pull and flips over and it's nice. But this one is obviously clear, more clear glass. This gun shoots amazing. The optics complement it well. Nothing but good things to say. It has the flat trigger that comes with. I'm trying to do it opposite so you can see. You see how crisp it is. Yeah, very, very crisp and sharp. But that's one thing I forgot. Alright, take 3. Apparently, if your videos are too long, it cuts off on you. So, I showed you the Saint. I was in the process of showing you the trigger pull real quick for this, I think it's a Rave Armament RA 140. Don't hold me to that. 3.5 pound drop-in trigger, but it. Look at how quick this pull, or how short the pull is. Again, show you that one more time. Yeah, so I love it. It's well worth it. I got it on sale for like 120 bucks, something like that. So I left off on the Springfield St. Victor. Just got to show you one more AR, which is my 7.5-inch 300 blackout. It's an Anderson lower with a Bear Creek Arsenal upper. It has been a little finicky. Doesn't eat all ammo equally. Subsonic, for instance, does not shoot well. Sight mark sight that I should probably change, and some cheap Amazon flip-up sights that I'll end up changing out. Magpul furniture, a Sig brace. I think this is a little bit old. This first brace I got. This is one of the first pistols that I built. I bought a complete upper, complete lower, slapped them together, and then added some add-ons. But I'll end up upgrading this to a Palmetto State upper here shortly. But that's that. And now, getting into my favorite class of weapon, the pistol caliber carbine, or carbine, whatever you want to call it. PCC. I think they're a great way to shoot. Up first is the High Point. Don't judge me. I heard good things about this High Point carbine, so I had to try it for myself. This is the 4.5 version, and I needed a 4.5 in my collection, and it shoots like a champ. It shoots remarkably accurate. The sights are pretty decent. Had a scope on it, but I took it off and made it too darn heavy. This is the extended 14-round magazine, but it shoots beautifully, quite frankly, and I love it. Let me see if I can show you the trigger pull. It's a little bit, it's not the best trigger pull, but it works. So a little bit of take up, and then pretty crisp trigger, but again, shoots accurately. It handles the 4.5 well. Nothing but positive things to say, and I got it for a steal for around $250, I think, during the pandemic. Next I have my what a lot of people call as a backpack gun. I've gotten at least 3 to 4 people to buy this after showing them it. This is the Cal-Tech Sub 2000. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with it. Mine's completely stock. I might do some upgrades at some point. Sight turn is good as the as the high point, quite frankly, but they work just a little bit small. A lot of creep in the trigger. I'll show you guys that real quick. So as you take up, a little bit of mush, and then break. It takes Glock mags, again 40 cal, but it comes in, I know 9 as well. I don't think it comes in 45, but it can accept different types of mags. Beretta, I think M&P, definitely Glock. So very versatile weapon. I think it's well worth it. Some people don't like Cal-Tecs. I got a buddy that hates them, but yeah, I love this gun. I think it's a great little backpack gun. I can take it anywhere relatively easily, and so for that reason, I love it. Up next is my CAA MCK with the Glock 19 in it. Have the Vortex crossfire red dot, which shoots remarkably well. Added some cheap Sportsman's Guide flip up sights, but they look pretty identical to Magpuls and they work pretty well. So I would encourage anybody that's in the market for some flip up sights to take a look. For 20 bucks, you can't really beat them. This thing shoots like a champ. I was amazed at how well it shot. I shot the bullseye out of a target with 3 shots with this. The first 3 shots at 15 yards. Probably could take it back to 25 easily, but I didn't that day. Just shot it at 25 and at 15, and man, it shot well. I'll go ahead and show you the gun and just how easy it is to operate this thing and take the gun out should you need to or want to. Bam, we're out, right? And like I said, just the standard Glock 19 with suppressor height night sights. I got this for a good deal, pre-owned off of one of my local gun forums. And when I got to my FFL, he's like, man, this thing looks brand new. And it does, it looks great. But this lives in my CAA MCK. Nothing but good things to say about this platform. You see how easy it is to take in and out. Has the side folding stock or brace, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's a really great gun. I guess you'll hear me say most of the guns are great. I love all outside of that Sky and the 300 Blackout Bear Creek Arsenal up there. I love guns, man. I've been shooting since I was 12, and I've been collecting the last couple of years, but I've had guns since I've been an adult, and I'm fond of them all, right? I mean, they all serve a purpose. Some are better than others, and a lot of my stuff, transparently, is more on the budget end. I have some slightly more expensive things, but now that I've built the base of my collection, you'll see, and I'll keep you guys posted on the more expensive purchases, because really everything else that I want for the most part is on my grail list now. I guess it's not true. I have a bunch of other, mid-tier stuff, $400, $500, $600 stuff, but then I have a list of 10 plus, $1,000 plus guns that I want to get. But this is my baby. I got this for a great deal. This is the CZ Evo Scorpion Micro S2. Got to do the slap. I did that twice. Won't work on an empty mag. You're taking that from the MP5. Comes with 20 round mags. You easily get 32 round mags for pretty cost effective. I think they're like 20 bucks. I haven't upgraded anything on this. Has the Sig Romeo 5 red dot. But this shoots like a champ as well. Like I said, pistol caliber carbines are one of the best shooting experiences out there in my personal opinion. You can shoot decent range, 100, 150 yards with the pistol caliber carbine. Cost-effective ammo, limited recoil. Really can't go wrong in my personal opinion. Just want to show you this up front. It has a little bit different sights. I think they might have changed them out and went with like standard flip-up sights now. But these CZ sights are adjustable, have different apertures. They really work pretty well. Depending on your range, you can adjust them. But yeah, this is a chambered 9mm, of course. I don't think the Scorpion comes in anything else, but I could be wrong. But that's my collection, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, share. I'm gonna say Be More J Rock. That's my other handle. But 2 Glock J Rock is my name. Feel free to comment if there's something that you guys want to see. If you have some questions, I'll be posting more content, mainly going more in depth with some of the stuff that I have, especially things that have upgrades, giving you more detailed reviews on exactly what I like, how the gun handles, how it shoots, any issues with it. I'm going to try to do some in-depth reviews, comparisons, comparing like model guns, comparing lights, optics, things of that nature, talking through upgrades that I've done on different guns, talking through things that I like, things that I don't like, talking about holsters, all that type of stuff that you'll see on different channels. Hopefully I can do something a little bit different or offer you something different that's already out there. I know there's a bunch of different gun tubers, but hopefully I can add some value to you guys. And like I said, if there's anything that you want to see, let me know. And I forgot one last thing, honorable mention. Not a real gun, but this is my DPMS Panther SBR BB gun. It's crazy because this looks just like a real gun. Has adjustable stock, has a charging handle like a regular AR-15 does. Not exactly flip-up sights, but pull-up sights, vertical foregrip, or horizontal foregrip, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I just threw this thing in here just to give you a look at something else. This is full auto, shoots a whole mag in a matter of seconds, which is pretty cool. I think it's like 40 rounds in the mag, standard AR-15 style mag. It's upstairs, I didn't grab it, but just wanted to show this guys to you as kind of a, you know, something additional to the show. Has the plastic Picatinny rails on there for accessories, but really quite cool. So just wanted to add that there. If you guys look, and even has the safe, semi, and full auto. It's got a fun switch on the BB gun, so thought that was pretty cool. Wanted to share with you guys. Again, I hope you guys like my collection, like what I had to offer. It's been fun sharing this with you guys. Have a good one. See you next time.